Welcome to Meetings in Math. I'm so happy that you're here with us today. We're going to continue with adding integers, and we're looking at another strategy, going to be using counters along with number lines. Our essential question is, what patterns do I see when adding numbers with the same or opposite signs? We're looking for patterns so that we're not relying on strategies that take a lot of time and we can start using our rules. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get started. Today, you're going to need a pen and a pencil or a pencil. Your Jaguar Jots starting on page 8, 1.2. Make sure that your essential question that you're on is, what patterns do I see when adding numbers with the same or opposite signs? And as always, bring your problem solving skills with you because we have lots to do. So we're going to start with a really basic problem, 4 plus 3. I know that all of you know it's 7, but I want to show you how counters work. We're going to use a plus to represent a positive number, and a minus to represent a negative number. Okay, counters let us actually just represent the numbers so that we can see them. So 4 plus 3, I have 4 positives, plus 3. And when I add them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I have 7 in total. And I can see that. Or I can go back to the number lines we used previously. I have a number line here that you can put some numbers on. I don't need to number every single one. I can number by 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it started at 4. So there's my 4. And then I can go up another 3. And I can see that I landed at 7. So that's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to look for patterns. So I can see when I did 4 plus 3, I just kept on going forward. Here is negative 4 plus negative 3. So negative 4 means I have 4 negatives and 3 negatives. They're all negatives, so I can put them all in the same bucket. And I can see I have 7 negatives. And I can do the same thing with the number line again. 2, 3, 4, 5. I went to 4. And then it says add 3 more negatives. And I can see that I landed at negative 7. So it looks like when the signs are the same, I keep on going in the same direction and I just get more of them. So what do you notice about adding integers with the same sign? You just get more of the same. So you get more of the same sign. So you just add them and keep the sign. That looks like a rule to me. So that's going to be helpful later on. So let's look at this one. This one says 5 plus negative 2. So 5 positives and 2 negatives. So let's say I have a positive number and a negative number. These two numbers, if I have 1 minus 1, isn't that 0? They just go away. So here, this one and that one just go away. Those are called 0 pairs. Let's go ahead and write that over here. A plus and a minus like that is called a 0 pair. So I can collect 0 pairs. Do you see how I collected them? That's just kind of visually giving us an idea. But watch this. This is another nice way to do it. So I put them all together in the same bucket. So I just took all of these and I put them all in the same bucket. And now I'm going to collect 0 pairs. So those go away and those go away. And I'm left with 3 positives. Well, what do you know when you have a 5 and a 2 that you get 3? We're going to come back to that, okay? We're not going to do it right now. We're going to come back to that. So I'm going to set up my number line. Let's go ahead and put 0 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this says go 5. And then add to it 2 negatives. So I have to go backwards 2. 1, 2. And sure enough, 1, 2, 3. That's where I ended up. What does that look like to you? That doesn't look like addition. What does it look like? It looks like 5 minus 2 equals 3. We are going to come back to that. Okay, let's look at this one. 7 and 10 negatives. 9 and 10. I think I'm going to do it over here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just pulling it out of the bucket so I can put my negatives in a row. And 7 positives. 7. I just lined them up. Do you see all those 0 pairs? Those are all 0 pairs. So what am I left with? I'm left with 3 negatives. I'm going to put my 7 way over here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I hope I have enough room. So here's my 7. And then I have to go backwards 10. So here's 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Sure enough, I ended up at -3. So we can see counters, number lines, they do the same thing. It's just how our brain sees it. One might be easier than the other for you. It depends on who you are. But it's just another strategy that we have for us to use. All right, -8 plus 12. So -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And positive 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm actually just going to cross them out this time. So I'm going to go 1, 1, 1 for you, 1 for you. So 1 for you, 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 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I just did that until I ran out. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. And they're positives. So my answer should be positive 4. And I can do a number line if I want. I'm not going to. I want to use counters. But you can definitely go do a number line if you want to. What do you know though? How else could I rewrite this? What does this look like I did? This looks a whole lot like 12 minus 8. We just moved that over into a weird place. Okay, positive 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 7 negatives. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you guys see where this is going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have anything left. I am going to do that one here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I had 7 and I added to it 7 negatives. And I end up right at 0. Okay. This one says 7 negatives. And another 7 negatives. And are there any 0 pairs there? Nope. So I have 7 and another 7. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 14 negatives. So that would be like being at -7 and then going another -7. So if I was at 0, and let's count by 2s. So this would be -2, -4. So that would be, I would have ended up right there at -7 for my first one. And then it said to go another -7. That's what that said to do. So when the signs are the same, I got more negative, right? 7 plus 7, you guys know what this is. What is it? It's 14. So even though all 3 of those problems had 7s, they're all doing something different. So you have to pay attention to where those negatives are. So what do you notice about adding integers that have opposite signs? So what did we notice that we were really doing? When the signs were opposite, we were really doing what? We were really subtracting. It's really important that you understand that, because that makes these problems faster. But how do you know which signs to keep? Well, that's just, what did you have more of? Did you have more positive numbers or did you have more negative numbers? Because that's really what you need to know. So did you have more positive numbers or did you have more negative numbers? All right, so then to sum this up, let's go ahead and fill in this little box. When blank, there's a whole lot of blanks in here. So let's get this done. When adding integers with the same signs, we're going to add the numbers and keep the signs. That was what we did first, okay? When adding integers with different signs, we're going to subtract the numbers and use the sign of the, we're going to say, larger number. We put larger in parentheses because we know that the negative number is really not the larger number. We're just saying, what do we have more of? Just like we did up here, the positive numbers or the negative numbers. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us today. I would like you to explain this last little bit along with the counters, to a parent or a sibling or a stuffed animal so that you can talk about it in class with us. Thank you so much for joining us, and do something kind for somebody today, because everybody can use some kindness in their life. I will see you soon. Bye.